What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. As promised, today we are doing the highly anticipated and long-awaited review of my Dangerfox Genesis 24U desk. When I say highly anticipated and long-awaited, I'm not necessarily saying that you've been highly anticipating it, but I certainly have been. And in my mind, I thought when I would do this, there would be like this whole unboxing, really intricate, elaborate shots with the camera and all this stuff, but it just, sometimes it doesn't play out that way. Sometimes it bees that way. So I did get some time-lapse footage of the whole unboxing process of it, but it was sort of a chaotic, came in the last minute right before I went on vacation, and I just had to get the thing put together and all the things sorted out before I left town for a month. So, with that said, I've been gone for about a month, been back for about a week, and man, it's been nice to come in here every day and just muse at this gorgeous desk. There's so many great things to say about it. Everything that I got going on in this studio has morphed and changed. My mindset has changed as a result of getting this desk and the potential of what I can do in here now. So let's take a look at some of this footage of me breaking down the old rig and setting up this new rig, and then we'll go through everything. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're sitting here at the desk, and as you can see from the time-lapse footage, it really was one of the easiest things. I had a lot of anxiety about putting the desk together because you just never know. You know, this is like solid wood. The whole thing is made out of Baltic birch. It's absolutely gorgeous. I had a lot of anxiety about how it was going to be shipped, how many pieces it would be in when it got here, would I be able to put the thing together, all of that stuff. And when the boxes started showing up, and they were like, it didn't come all in one shipment, so it was 5 total boxes. I got one box one day on a Thursday or a Friday, and then the next day I got another box with the sidecar, and then a couple of days later I got the rest of the boxes. And man, it was a little chaotic, but as I started putting it together, it was just so easy to do. They'll send you a video, and you're going to follow Aaron Matthew of Dangerfox. He's going to be putting together a desk, and he walks you through the whole process. All of the hardware that came through it, my name was on the hardware, nice touch, and they label everything that you're going to need. Everything is bagged out, and it just makes the whole thing super easy to put together. It makes a whole lot of sense, and the build quality is second to none. I'll get into this later, but during the waiting process, waiting for this desk, I was forced to kind of look and see if there were some alternatives out there, because I was having some issues just with communication with Dangerfox, and so I started doing some research on what my alternatives were. And for the money, you're not going to find a better desk than this. You might save a little money and get a desk that sort of looks like this, but I can guarantee it's going to be made out of particle board and it's not going to be the quality and craftsmanship of this desk. And in addition to that, just how clean everything is, the design inside of it, the way that you can route all of your cabling down through the legs to keep everything clean and crisp, just the way that I like it, because I'm just a tad bit OCD. It's absolutely perfect. So in this desk, you have 3 8 rack space bays that obviously I have filled with gear. For those of you who follow Andrew Masters on YouTube, it's probably going to look fairly familiar because he totally inspired me to do this. I've been thinking long and hard about making the transition to getting a console in here in my studio and going analog, and I really wanted to get some experience recording in kind of the hybrid space of tracking analog pre's and outboard gear, but also mixing in the box. And seeing his setup just was like, oh right, you can just get your pre's, get the desk. I already have my SSL UF8, so I just put it in the center. I have upgraded my interface to an Apollo X16 from an X8P and a Quad 8. Such a clean, awesome setup. I love the desk. I also got the piano MIDI tray upgrade. It's a little cumbersome still sorting out the closers. Don't always, you can see, they don't always work, but I did a minor upgrade on this. This thing was cutting my legs all up. Be mindful, if you get the MIDI tray with your desk, get some of these. I'm gonna link these in the description because these have been a lifesaver. These are just like rubber boots to go on your table corners and stuff if you have little kids, keep them from cracking their craniums open. So, but aside from that, I've got a Furman Power brick that is mounted to the back of this just because I needed more power than what I wanted to give up space in the racks themselves. And I am in love with this desk. In a future video, we'll be doing a full studio tour and going through all the gear that's in here and kind of walking you through what my process is and my workflow and how I use things, and some kind of tips and tricks to make your space a little more comfortable and a little more efficient and usable. But all in all, this desk is amazing. I feel like if I didn't talk about this, I would be being disingenuous. I have had several people reach out to me when I got this desk put together. I did post a picture of it on my Instagram and tagged Dangerfox in that Instagram, and they shared the picture, and I had 5 or 6 people reach out to me immediately asking if I'd be willing to share with them when I ordered my desk and how long I had to wait for it and all that kind of stuff. And you're gonna wait. That's the bottom line. The sad reality is that if you want one of these desks, it will show up eventually. If you are a squeaky wheel, as I was, and really pressuring them all along the way and staying on top of my timelines, you may get it in twice the amount of time that you were supposed to have gotten it. You know, we've had there's supply chain issues. There's a war going on in Russia. This table is made out of Baltic birch. Baltic birch comes from 2 places typically. It comes from Russia and it comes from Finland. And so they were having a hard time sourcing the woods from their suppliers and just had a lot of just supply chain issues. And while I understand that, I also understand where all of you guys who have reached out to me, where you're coming from, and it's exactly how I felt. That is what I have to say about that. I would totally order a Dangerfox desk again. I would just anticipate, if it were me, and this is my advice to you, if you're thinking about pulling the trigger on one of these Dangerfox desks, absolutely do it. It'll be the best thing you ever did, maybe, but just plan on it taking 6 months. And if it shows up quicker than that, well, then you'll be happier for it. All that said, well worth it. I love this thing. It is a dream come true, and saved me from spending, 5 times the money on a console that I probably don't need. All right, guys, that is going to be the video for today. I hope that you guys enjoy this. Go check out Andrew Masters. Certainly go check out Dangerfox. If you're not hip to Dangerfox, I highly recommend you go see what they're doing, because they are doing some of the most innovative studio furniture that is available today at a price that is very affordable considering what it is and what you get and what the market looks like for their competition. You may save a little money going with a cheaper option, but when you realize that it's made out of particle board and it's not going to hold up, and then you come over and you see this desk, you're going to be like, why didn't I just spend the other $1,000 and just get something that's going to last me forever? All right, until next time, you know what to do. Keep being good to each other, and we'll be seeing you soon.